Hi, and today I have Sally with me, and we're going to talk about, oh my gosh, stress and anxiety. Sally is the bioenergetic specialist who designed our eye patches. And stress and anxiety is one of those, here it looks just like this. Um, one of those that I think everybody needs. This is one of my favorite ones because we live in toxic soup and we're getting stress from our air, our food, our water, and everything that's going on the planet. And when the body's under stress, goes into fight or flight, and then everything starts malfunctioning. So stress and anxiety, Sally, who is the bioenergetic specialist behind this. Would you share some additional information?
Yeah, the stress and anxiety is a very effective patch, and there's so many people that just need to get out of that fight or flight and to just be able to calm down and not be on go 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 all the time because our lives are so busy. We kind of get stuck in that state of, we have to go, and then we have a hard time relaxing and calming down. So the stress and anxiety patch has different frequencies in it that are going to help you to be able to relax and to calm down. What it does is it bathes the body in the frequencies so your body can pick and choose what frequencies it wants. So we give it a different, an array of frequencies so that it will help whatever it is the issue that your body needs. And our bodies are so smart, they know what frequency to take at any given time. So that's why the patches can be so effective, because we don't have to use our minds and try to think, gee, what's the issue? You just put the patch on and your body just utilizes what it needs to. And we also have frequencies in there of serotonin and dopamine to help naturally stimulate your body to make the correct amounts, which is very helpful and very healing.
Those are
We
our
also
happy
have,
hormones.
yeah, we also have some fringed violet frequencies in there, which are just very helpful for stress and anxiety. And one of the bigger frequencies, that it's not a bigger frequency, I would say it's a bigger issue, is shock and trauma. So the stress and anxiety can really help you to just be able to calm down. Have you ever gone someplace and you might be feeling really good, but you walk into some place and all of a sudden you get emotional because you smelled something, or just something was familiar, and your subconscious knows that, okay, this trauma happened back when I smelled this before, so therefore I need to be in fight or flight. And so we just put frequencies in there that are going to help your body to be able to calm down and to be able that you can process through the shock and the trauma so that you don't have to react to it. And
So let me
it
ask you,
also will help.
these are additional frequencies besides our Hercules and the grounding
Correct.
frequency. But these are frequencies of nutrients, of minerals, of crystals, of just an entire array, right?
Yeah, just a lot of different homeopathic frequencies, and like, we use flower essence frequencies and crystals and colors, and there's just, a whole a whole like little box that we can put all of these in that are going to help. We also have some frequencies in there that gray spider flower, which helps with terrors and calmness, and also we have some frequencies in there that will help with courage. If you need to be a little bit more courageous, there's frequencies that are going
Wow.
to help you, because we all have these things in our systems where our body knows, but because you have trauma or negative conditions or something, we just don't always utilize ourselves to our best potential. And so these frequencies bathe your body and just help naturally restore to
You
where
know,
you want to be.
I had a woman walk into my Tai Chi Gun class, and she had been up all night with her son, who was clear across the country, who had some disabilities and was, I mean, it was traumatic for her, and she just couldn't do anything for him. And she, I put a stress and anxiety patch on her when she walked into my class, and she just, and when she left, of course, Tai Chi Gun helps with stress and anxiety too. When she
Mhm.
left, she was just like thinking clearly. And kind of floating on that, letting go of all of the trauma and the stress and the fight or flight, and was a whole different person. I watched her transform in front of my eyes.
Yeah.
And then one of my favorite testimonials, we've got someone in our group who has a child who has ADD, ADHD, and autism, and still hated going to school, didn't want to go to school, couldn't sit in her seat. And just a matter of days of using the stress and anxiety patch, wanted to go to school and was able to sit in her seat.
Wow.
I mean, doesn't that make you feel good to be responsible for that? It makes me feel good because I shared this with people who shared this with people who gave this to this child. I mean, that's transformational.
Well, it is, and what a blessing for the child, because
No, I'm kidding.
if they can't sit there or they're having issues, they're suffering on a daily basis, even having to constantly be fighting. Oh, I got to sit here, I got to go to school. And especially, if they're not able to communicate as well, and then you're able to just something so simple, put a patch on them and just allow their body to utilize it and do what it knows how to do. It's such a blessing.
Well, and having these I mean, a lot of times we're not in, we don't feel like we're in any stress or anxiety, but, there might be a trauma happen in your family and you need these for your family members. It's just so important to have them in your wellness arsenal. So,
Yeah.
and we've got a couple more testimonials here too. So thank you, Sally, for sharing this with us.
Well, thank you.
These are testimonials about stress and anxiety. I am, for a lack of better words, a bag of nerves. My anxiety in social situations has a tendency to be excitable and lead to stress. On top of that, I'm on my electronics 24/7. It's a relatable feeling if you're 25 years old. Anyway, my mom introduced me to iPatches in a sudden, rather unconventional way. Spare you the details. Since the evening I put them on, eye patches have been beneficial. I feel grounded. I feel a resistance to pop off. I feel so much more relaxed. What a blessing. Here's another one. I've tried stress and anxiety for only 3 days. I felt the difference in 10 minutes. I feel calmer, better able to sleep. I used to get up 5 or 6 times in the night to go to the bathroom. Well, that first night I slept through the night. I even got up rested. It really has helped. I would recommend stress and anxiety to anybody who's stressed. And here's another one. This is the first eye patch I tried, and within less than 10 minutes, I could feel the stress and anxiety subsiding from my body. I'm going through very difficult time personally right now. My stress level was like a 9 or 10. I put the patch on. The patch helped me to relax, to my spirit relax. I was surprised how quickly I felt it work. I knew I was in fight or flight mode before I took it, and honestly, amazed at how relaxed I became. I felt a deep sense of relief and anxiety leaving my body. I was also having trouble falling asleep at night. Once I put the patch on, I was able to fall asleep peacefully with restorative sleep without the unending and active thoughts in mind. You know, stress and anxiety is a killer. And this is the most powerful thing you can do, is take yourself out of that rat race, out of that looping in the mind. out of that fight or flight response, which restricts everything in your body. Let your body take a deep breath, relax, and release the stress with the stress and anxiety relief iPatch.